Let us get together and begin the
Thank you.
meeting and the work session of the Planning Commission of Woodland Park this 27th day of February 2020. We'll start with the order and roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. John DeVoe.
Here.
Jeff Watson.
Here.
Lee Brown.
Here.
Ellen Carrick.
Here.
Vicki Good.
Here.
Ken Hartsfield is absent. Larry Larson.
Here.
Jerry Penland.
Here.
And Peter Scanlon.
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with 8 members present.
If you'll join us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody has had a chance to read the minutes of February 13th. Anybody have any changes, corrections, comments, criticisms? We'll take it all. Anything? If not, we're looking for a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No public hearings. Reports. Ms. Riley?
Yes, thank you. So I did want to let you know that after this evening, I'm believing that we will not need another work session until we meet in April on our topic of single-family uses in multifamily zone. So as a result, March 12th, there will be no meeting. However, we do have 2 cases for the March 26th meeting, and that is spring break. I was hoping to make sure that we will have a quorum that evening with 2 cases. Is there anyone planning on being out of town? 2? Okay. We should be good then. These 2 cases are both quasi-judicial. One is a flood hazard permit for a new single-family home on Valley View Drive. The other is a minor subdivision for Rick and Ann Mallet. So again, both of those are quasi-judicial. I want to thank Ellen and Vicki for joining us last night at the placemaking meeting. So do either one of you want to say a little bit about your experience?
You know, it was, I think we had 60, 70 people who attended, and we broke down into small groups with a facilitator, and we each took 2 topics that had been of interest in the last meeting, which was 14 months ago, and these topics were under the headlines of facades, improvements, signage, walkability, things of that nature. So, and then we reported back to the group, and it was very positive. There was a lot of energy in the room, and it was a very enjoyable evening.
And what I found was really interesting was a lot of the groups felt that lighting was a real problem here in Woodland Park and that we needed to kind of spruce it up, whether it was with lighting on the buildings, new lighting for the streets. It seemed like that was a consistency to have the city of Woodland Park look like there was something happening or it was a good place to be at nighttime. And there was a lot of ideas as far as different themes. People came to the table with different ideas. Some of them, needed additional funding, but a lot of them it seemed like we could probably do without that much funding. And what I enjoyed the most about it is we have already started some of the projects. And this was the first meeting that I had gone to where some of the things that we were discussing were actually already starting.
Like our parking signs.
Yeah.
The design committee and Sally wrote the grant and got funding for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. And we're really fortunate to have a strong group of partners that now are meeting monthly regarding the placemaking strategies. And those partners include the Main Street program, we have DDA members, and business owners, as well as the Chamber, the Arts Alliance, and of course the city. So they meet monthly, working on these strategies and planning on jumping in June with a mini cleanup, and so we'll keep you apprised of all the opportunities to get involved. So yeah, it was a great evening. Next, I want to report about the progress with the comprehensive plan. And the RFP, request for proposal, did go out a few weeks ago. And last week we held our pre-proposal meeting. We had 7 firms come to that meeting, so I was very pleased. I was hoping for 6 and got 1 more. And their proposals are due at the end of next week, March 6th. Then there will be interviews scheduled for 3 or 4 of the top firms on March 18th. And we would like to have at least 1 planning commissioner help with the interviews. And so after this meeting tonight, if you're interested in spending the day with us, it will be on Wednesday, March 18th, that we will be doing the interviews. Let's powwow after this meeting. You can let me know if you're interested, and we may end up just drawing a name out of a hat or something. So there's an opportunity for you to be involved with the selection of the consultant. The other big news was on Monday, I did receive the $50,000 grant from DOLA, so we have our comprehensive plan half funded and ready to move forward. Yeah, so that was exciting.
Sally, was any of the firms that made the cut so far local?
There are 3 of the firms that have offices in Colorado Springs.
Okay, good.
Yep. And then I just wanted to mention that if you're interested in a copy of the Blue Book for the 11 charter amendments, we do have that available here at City Hall, or I can email it to you. So there was a town hall held on Tuesday evening that was sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce, and the Chamber has put together, with Carol Harvey's assistance, a blue book of pros and cons for the 11 proposed charter amendments.
Is that the book you're talking about?
The blue book.
Are we also preparing one as a city?
No, this is done by Carol Harvey.
The one for the chamber?
Yes.
Carol.
Yes. Uh-huh. So that's all that I have to report at this point.
Anybody else?
The charter amendments, is that something that's going to be voted on by the public, or is it voted on by the council?
By the public. In order to make changes to the city charter, the public has to approve those changes.
Read them carefully. There's a lot in there. A lot. Okay. Well, we're going to adjourn now. But you can stay for our work session. Or humor. Anybody else have anything? No? Okay. We stand adjourned, and we'll